Eggs have long been celebrated as a nutritional powerhouse, earning their place on breakfast tables and in countless recipes worldwide. Rich in high-quality protein, essential vitamins, and healthy fats, they are often considered a cornerstone of a balanced diet. However, what's nutritious for one person might not be ideal or even safe for another. For individuals with specific health conditions, consuming eggs could potentially do more harm than good. While eggs offer numerous benefits, such as supporting muscle growth, boosting brain function, and providing vital nutrients like choline, their impact isn't universally positive. Factors such as allergies, cholesterol levels, digestive issues, and certain chronic diseases can make eggs a problematic choice for some. For these individuals, consuming eggs may lead to uncomfortable symptoms, aggravate underlying conditions, or increase health risks. In this video, we will explore the key health problems that might make avoiding eggs a wise decision. Understanding these health-specific concerns is crucial for making informed dietary choices that support overall well-being. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this content, please take a moment to like, comment, and share it with your friends. Doing so helps more people discover the channel. This content is for informational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. Always consult a healthcare professional or registered dietitian for personalized dietary recommendations. Now, let's explore the 6 health problems that may require you to avoid eggs. Egg allergies are among the most common food allergies. This immune system reaction occurs when the body mistakenly identifies proteins found in eggs as harmful. The most common proteins that trigger these reactions are found in the egg whites, but some people can also be sensitive to the yolk. The severity of an egg allergy can vary from mild symptoms like skin rashes to life-threatening conditions such as anaphylaxis, a severe allergic reaction that requires immediate medical attention. Symptoms of egg allergies often appear shortly after consumption and may include hives, swelling, difficulty breathing, stomach cramps, or vomiting. In some cases, individuals may experience a more severe reaction, such as anaphylactic shock, which can involve symptoms like a rapid drop in blood pressure, swelling of the throat, and difficulty breathing. It is a medical emergency and requires immediate attention, often involving an injection of epinephrine, adrenaline. For this reason, people with egg allergies are generally advised to avoid eggs in all forms, including cooked, raw, or as ingredients hidden in processed foods. One of the challenges of managing an egg allergy is that eggs appear in many foods, often in unexpected places. Common dishes such as cakes, cookies, mayonnaise, and pasta can contain eggs, as can processed foods like salad dressings and even some sauces. Furthermore, many commercial food products, including those that may seem egg-free, can contain trace amounts due to cross-contamination during manufacturing. For this reason, individuals with egg allergies need to carefully read food labels and seek out allergy-safe alternatives. In addition to avoiding eggs in food, people with an egg allergy should also be aware of non-food products that might contain eggs. Certain cosmetics, vaccines, and medications may contain egg-derived ingredients. For example, some flu vaccines are grown in eggs and may pose a risk for individuals with an egg allergy. It's essential for those with this allergy to inform their doctors and healthcare providers about their condition to avoid accidental exposure. Heart disease remains one of the leading causes of death globally, and dietary habits play a significant role in its development. One dietary concern associated with heart health is the intake of cholesterol, a fatty substance found in animal products, including eggs. Eggs are rich in cholesterol, particularly the yolk, which contains a high concentration of this substance. This raises concerns for individuals with pre-existing heart disease or high cholesterol levels. For years, the connection between dietary cholesterol and blood cholesterol levels was widely debated. However, Recent research has provided more clarity on the subject. While it is true that consuming dietary cholesterol from eggs may have a modest impact on blood cholesterol levels for some people, the effect is more pronounced in individuals with certain genetic predispositions. For people with a condition called familial hypercholesterolemia, for example, even small amounts of dietary cholesterol can lead to significantly increased blood cholesterol levels. Elevated cholesterol, particularly high levels of low-density lipoprotein, LDL cholesterol, often referred to as bad cholesterol, can contribute to the buildup of fatty plaques in the arteries, leading to atherosclerosis and an increased risk of heart disease. In addition to its cholesterol content, eggs contain saturated fat, another contributor to raised LDL cholesterol levels. Saturated fat is known to increase the production of LDL cholesterol, which can further elevate the risk of cardiovascular disease. Therefore, people with high cholesterol or a history of heart disease may be advised to limit their intake of eggs and other high cholesterol foods. It is important to note that not everyone is equally affected by dietary cholesterol. Many people experience little or no increase in blood cholesterol levels from eating eggs. However, those who are sensitive to cholesterol may need to be more cautious. Some studies suggest that replacing eggs with plant-based alternatives, such as flax seeds, chia seeds, or legumes, may help improve heart health by reducing overall cholesterol levels and inflammation. The relationship between diet and diabetes is complex, with certain foods potentially exacerbating or improving blood sugar control. Eggs, while nutrient-dense, have come under scrutiny in recent years for their potential impact on diabetes, particularly type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is characterized by insulin resistance, where the body does not use insulin effectively, leading to high blood sugar levels. Managing this condition requires careful attention to diet, particularly the intake of foods that may influence blood sugar and insulin sensitivity. Several studies have explored the impact of egg consumption on individuals with diabetes, and the results have been somewhat concerning. Some research has suggested that eating eggs regularly may increase the risk of cardiovascular disease in people with diabetes, potentially due to the combination of cholesterol, saturated fats, and other compounds found in eggs. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that egg consumption was associated with an increased risk of heart disease in people with type 2 diabetes, although the effects on blood sugar control were less clear. This suggests that while eggs may not directly affect blood glucose levels, they may contribute to a higher risk of other complications such as heart disease, which is already elevated in diabetics. Another concern for people with diabetes is the inflammatory response that eggs can provoke in certain individuals. Inflammation is a key factor in the progression of type 2 diabetes and its complications, and some studies have shown that egg consumption may increase markers of inflammation in the body. This can further impair insulin sensitivity, making it more difficult to control blood sugar levels. While eggs are an excellent source of protein, they do not contain carbohydrates, which are the main contributors to blood sugar levels. For people with diabetes, the problem is less about the direct impact of eggs on blood glucose levels and more about how eggs fit into the overall dietary pattern. If eggs are consumed alongside high-calorie or high-fat foods, such as bacon, sausage, or fried foods, they may contribute to weight gain, which can worsen insulin resistance. For individuals with chronic kidney disease, CKD, managing protein intake is a critical part of maintaining kidney function and slowing the progression of the disease. The kidneys are responsible for filtering waste products from the blood, and excessive protein consumption can put additional strain on them. As the kidneys become less efficient in filtering waste, the buildup of these waste products can lead to further damage. For this reason, people with kidney disease are often advised to limit their protein intake, especially from animal sources like eggs. Eggs are an excellent source of high-quality protein, which is beneficial for healthy individuals. However, for those with CKD, consuming too much protein, particularly animal-based protein, can lead to an increase in nitrogen waste, which the kidneys must work harder to excrete. Over time, this can exacerbate kidney dysfunction and accelerate the progression of kidney disease. In addition to the protein content, eggs also contain phosphorus, a mineral that plays an essential role in bone health and overall cellular function. However, in people with kidney disease, the kidneys may have difficulty processing excess phosphorus, leading to an accumulation in the blood. High phosphorus levels can cause bone problems, cardiovascular disease, and other complications. Eggs, especially when consumed in large quantities, can contribute to elevated phosphorus levels, making them a potential risk for individuals with CKD. Managing protein intake is crucial for individuals with kidney disease, and many healthcare professionals recommend working with a dietitian to create a meal plan that meets protein needs without overburdening the kidneys. Plant-based sources of protein, such as beans, lentils, and quinoa, are often recommended as alternatives to animal protein, as they are lower in phosphorus and may be easier on the kidneys. In some cases, individuals with kidney disease may be advised to avoid eggs altogether or limit their consumption to just 1 or 2 per week. It's essential for people with kidney disease to monitor their protein and phosphorus intake to maintain kidney function and overall health. Eggs, despite their rich nutrient profile, may not be the best choice for everyone, especially those with acne-prone skin or other dermatological conditions. The relationship between diet and skin health is a topic of increasing interest, with more studies and anecdotal evidence suggesting that certain foods, including eggs, could exacerbate skin conditions in sensitive individuals. While eggs themselves are not necessarily the direct cause of acne, there are several reasons why consuming them may worsen skin health for some people. Egg whites, in particular, contain high levels of histamines, which are compounds that are involved in immune responses and can trigger inflammation in the body. For individuals who are sensitive to histamines, consuming eggs may contribute to a flare-up of skin conditions, including acne, eczema, and hives. Histamines are known to trigger inflammatory responses that could aggravate pre-existing skin conditions, leading to redness, swelling, and the formation of pimples or cysts in acne-prone individuals. Another way that eggs might affect the skin is through their impact on insulin levels. Certain foods, especially those with a high glycemic index, can cause spikes in blood sugar and, consequently, insulin. High levels of insulin in the blood can lead to an increase in the production of sebum, skin oils, which in turn can clog pores and trigger acne. Though eggs themselves have a low glycemic index, they are often consumed as part of a meal that includes processed foods or carbohydrates that may raise insulin levels. When this combination occurs frequently, it could contribute to worsening acne in susceptible individuals. Moreover, eggs are a source of protein, and while protein is essential for overall skin health and repair, consuming large quantities of animal protein may lead to an imbalance in hormone levels, particularly testosterone. Elevated testosterone levels can lead to increased oil production, further clogging pores, and promoting the development of acne. For people with hormonally driven acne, such as during adolescence or adulthood, cutting down on animal-based proteins like eggs could help manage flare-ups. Individuals with acne or other skin conditions might find relief by reducing their egg consumption and exploring alternative protein sources. Plant-based proteins such as lentils, beans, quinoa, and tofu provide essential nutrients without the risk of exacerbating acne. Additionally, focusing on anti-inflammatory foods rich in antioxidants, such as fruits, vegetables, and omega-3 fatty acids, may help improve skin health and reduce inflammation. Egg intolerance is a common condition that affects many individuals, though it is often misunderstood. Unlike an egg allergy, which involves an immune system response, egg intolerance occurs when the digestive system has difficulty breaking down certain proteins found in eggs, particularly the proteins in the egg white. This can result in a range of unpleasant symptoms such as bloating, gas, diarrhea, stomach cramps, and nausea. These symptoms are typically less severe than those caused by an egg allergy, but can still significantly affect a person's quality of life. Egg intolerance is not as well documented as other food intolerances, such as lactose intolerance, but it is increasingly recognized as a common issue. The exact cause of egg intolerance is not always clear, but it is believed to be related to an inability to fully digest egg proteins, which may cause irritation in the gastrointestinal tract. Some individuals may also have a sensitivity to the sulfur compounds found in egg whites, which can lead to bloating and discomfort. Diagnosing egg intolerance can be challenging because the symptoms often overlap with other digestive issues, such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or general food sensitivities. The best way to determine whether eggs are causing digestive problems is through an elimination diet, where eggs are removed from the diet for a period and then gradually reintroduced. If symptoms improve during the elimination phase and return after reintroduction, it may suggest an egg intolerance. For individuals with egg intolerance, managing the condition involves avoiding eggs and foods that contain egg-derived ingredients. Fortunately, many egg substitutes are available, including plant-based alternatives like tofu, chickpea flour, or commercial egg replacers. These substitutes can be used in cooking and baking, allowing individuals with egg intolerance to continue enjoying their favorite dishes without the digestive discomfort. While eggs are a highly nutritious and versatile food, they may not be suitable for everyone. There are various health concerns that may require avoiding eggs. Additionally, ethical and environmental considerations can influence an individual's decision to limit or eliminate eggs from their diet. For those with health conditions such as high cholesterol, kidney disease, or autoimmune disorders, consulting with a healthcare provider or dietitian can help determine whether eggs should be avoided or consumed in moderation. Individuals with allergies or intolerances should identify and manage their symptoms while exploring alternative protein sources that support overall health without causing discomfort or harm. The increasing availability of egg substitutes and plant-based alternatives offers consumers numerous options to maintain a balanced, nutrient-rich diet without relying on eggs.